Let me click my buttons. I'm trying out a different mic position today. Hopefully it's a little better because I've noticed in the past few days my mic has been very poppy. Like my P's are very poppy. So hopefully this is better. I might sound far away when I turn my head, but we'll see how it works out. Let me click these last few buttons. Okay, we're back. We got YouTube chat popped out. We got everything started. We're rolling. We have the PTR loaded up today. I got a couple things that I want to be testing. So for starters, let me move my mic a bit more. For starters, we're going to be trying out a lot with, or playing a lot with Emperor's Favor. Hey, what's up, Vicar? Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well. But Emperor's Favor, I have been so impressed with this talent, and I really want to try it in Mythic Plus. Like, you would think that swapping off of Shayloon's being a 5 target is just like so punishing. But honestly, I've just been so surprised. I've really liked this talent, so I want to get more reps with it in Mythic Plus. We're probably going to have to go Conduit to make up for the lack of Shayloon's being a cooldown. Or we could like swap something peer to piece and play into that, but I think Conduit's a better option, but I kind of just want to see if we can get away without, like, basically removing a cooldown from our cooldown rotation and see if it's worth it having like a lay on hands every like 30 seconds. I'm excited to play around with this more. I've been loving this talent. For those that don't know, it literally turns your Shayloon's Gift from an AoE cooldown into a single target. Oh, that scared me. But it's like, dude, it giga heals. It just chunks a health bar. It's so sick. This is my first Rookery since we did it on Heroic back when we were leveling our monk to 80. So I'm excited to get back in this dungeon. I remember a little bit about it. I just know I'm gonna have some dumb deaths today, to some mechanics. It's gonna be my first time in a while seeing some of the mechanics. So we're in for a treat in that regard, but I'm excited. I'm excited to try out this build, see what we can do. We're gonna have to be very careful about our target on Jade Empowerment to see, to make sure that we're hitting the highest health target, not necessarily the highest priority target. That way we don't miss out on that giant single target funnel. Other than that, I'm excited. I'm back to running Gift of the Celestials. J-Bond is good, but in Mythic Plus, I've found that having the 1 minute cooldown is just a lot better than J-Bond. For me. Maybe I just need more reps or something to figure out which one I like better. But so far, Gift is kind of running the show.
3, 2, 1.
But we're testing Lay on Hands build. So excited. Let's mount up. Let's get into the Rookery. Man, I have not seen this place in a while. It is really pretty with this giant tree on top. Great design of a dungeon where you like go down it the whole time. Very cool. I remember this pool was kind of weird. Kind of hectic. Okay, there we go. Let's stun. There are a lot of casts. There's a frontal, I remember. We have our Lay on Hands charging up. They are just bathing in those orbs, though, so that's kind of on them. We should probably Crackling Jade Lightning. Ooh, I thought I was out of those, but there was like an overlap. This is kind of sus. Normally you like lust this pool if you're going to pull the whole platform. But we said we're going to lust the first boss, but we kind of all just soaked mechanics. Let's be real. We were all failing mechanics. But yeah, I'm excited to do this dungeon pool. I think there are some really cool ones in this pool. Especially, I'm really excited for Theater of Pain. But I'm hoping, ooh, Lay on Hands there. I'm really hoping that Theater of Pain doesn't become like how Mists of Tyrannocyte is right now. Where like I loved it coming into the season, but I hated it at the end of the season, you know? Yeah, but we're just starting off with the +2. I have to make sure my UI is all working and stuff because it has been like resetting on me for the PTR. Let me check my audio. Is my sound good? Do I sound okay? go ahead and crank into these guys. We can kick one of the casters. Let's melt these guys. I mean, we could use Ring of Peace. Chi-Chi should be enough. Ooh, those mastery procs are so sick. I'm getting to the point where, you know, having J-Bond be broken for like a week was really nice, because it got me into a habit of, like, I wasn't really using the Enveloping Mist from Chi-Chi, but now I'm back to using them, but I'm kind of only using one. I found that that's really explosive, so if you use the first Enveloping Mist, it's really good because it applies the Enveloping Breath, and then from there you just get, like, really big mastery procs. But it is still variable, like, Chi-Chi's variable on how you want to do the healing. We gotta, yeah. But I'm really excited. I want to push up, like, some higher keys on the PTR. I don't really know how they're doing all the scaling, but it is, to me, I'm pretty sure it, like, scales your item level pretty bad as you go through them. This boss, like, knocks you across the whole room, so gotta be careful. I'm going to kick one of these guys. We have our Crackling Jade Lightnings ready. Just rip them both. So far, I haven't used Shaylun's Gift too much. There's a reason to use it. God, I mean, it just, like, it absolutely nukes a health bar forward, like a positive nuke. What would that be called? It just, like, immediately, it pre-revives them. It does so much healing. We're gonna need a Chi-Chi here. I don't have my J-Fire Stomp down, which is kind of bad. Go and stun. Oh, that's an awkward boop. It's so weird playing on the PTR where, like, your whole UI is different, you know? Very weird. So far, this dungeon's really chill. We had some deaths early on, but there was, like, just so much stuff flying at us and everyone was standing in. Not a super big deal. I remember this guy knocks you around. And I remember he has a laser beam that chases you. Okay, this looks like a heal check. Let's Crackling Jade Lightning. Roll out of these. I really want to do like a... Oh... I want to do like a... Oh, there's one death. Let's lay on hands the tank. I really want to do like an overhaul to my UI. This season, like I just want like a whole new UI coming in. Like I've used this one for so long and I'm so used to it, but I really want to minimalize it. Like I think I've grown out of needing like giant icons in my screen. And I'd rather have like more vision of the ground beneath me and stuff. Tank live. Lay on hands the tank. Dude, that lay on hands is sick. No. It's kind of awkward when you get forced out of melee right now. We have Crackling Jade Lightning, but we need to move this way. Oh, it reverses. I am an idiot. Okay, we know that now. We know that now. Remember, it has been a while since I've been in this dungeon. That's why I'm doing a very low key level, because I'm like, I gotta remember these mechanics. But now we know. I got baited. Alright, team. Wipe, let's go again. Here, Kyrios. I feel like this boss is gonna be pretty easy once it makes it live, unless they like scale up the damage a ton. You know, like I feel like that's how they're gonna have to balance it. Minimal UI challenge. I could do like a challenge where I push a character without being able to see anything, but the problem is as a healer it would kind of be throwing if I can't see at least health bars and stuff, you know. What level of key is this? It's just a 2. It's just a 2, but the way that the PTR keys scale is a bit different, I'm pretty sure. So like, doesn't it cut down our item level or does it not? Like, am I just... Am I trolling myself? But this is my first time seeing these mechanics in a long time. So, and they've also changed a bit. Like I don't remember these puddles being a thing, but also like the last time we did this, we did it on heroic, when you would absolutely just like melt this boss. Yeah, oof is right, but hey, everyone has their moments, you know. You have to start somewhere, you know, and if we're trying to learn some mechanics, we gotta start low. You see there, I mean, Shaylun's gifted what? Once or twice? Shaylun's gift twice, and it did 7.5 million healing. I only pressed this button twice, and it was our third overall. Like, this talent has some legs, man. This talent has some legs. Yeah, the puddles are new. That's what I thought. Like, definitely don't remember that. Also, don't remember it alternating which way, which direction the beams go each time. Don't remember that, but I'm sure that was a thing. I still am like 1 or 2 keys away from having my monk hit 3K on live, and I really want to get that done over the next few days. But I have been nonstop editing videos recently. Uh-oh, our mage went offline. We might be blessed out of this key. And what? Whoa, hold on, 42% already. We weren't even downstairs. We haven't even touched the second boss yet, or killed the first boss even, and we're at 42%. That's crazy. That is insane percentage right there. This is kind of dumb, but this might be like a quick dungeon. You might hit percent like really quick. Because there's even some big pools downstairs if you wanted to do them. But this could be like, given that it's not a super intense damage-wise dungeon when it comes out. It's so loud. It could be like the quickest dungeon. Because that is like lightning speed. Lightning speed. Okay, our mage isn't going to come back, I don't think. Mage. I mean, yeah, we don't need the mage, but like, I would like 42% seems too much. I agree. I mean, we only cleared like the first platform and the first room, which 42% is like wild. Because there's a lot of stuff down here. Like I remember there's some big pools down this way. So I wonder what it's gonna look like. Oh, they're about to pool, but we don't have our tank with us. Okay, next time, where's the tank? He's probably falling. But next time we do this dungeon, we know how not to die on the first boss. There, we've already progged. We're making mistakes today, so we don't make them when they hit live. All right, let's do this thing. Let's go, Captain. So they pulled even more over there. I don't know why the DPS are pulling like that. And I'm dying for it. That's so annoying. The Warlock pulled the patrol. Oh, this is just pure chaos. This is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the moment the Warlock pulled that, I was like, hey, I don't think our tank saw that. And then he died. I watched him just like walk over and just like bonk me on the head a few times. Thing is, like, we're so fine. We're so fine. This is so easy. Like, when we have pools that are going fine, it's super chill. He's just gonna die here. And then, oh, of course they found me. Am I in combat? I'm not. That's weird. That is weird. Okay, oh, the Warlock. Okay, the Warlock's the one that left, which is really cringe. Super cringe. He is the one that pulled that, but guess we dip as well. We get into another key. I want to see these mechanics, but I really want to have like I want to push up higher keys because I was sitting on my Shayloon's gift like way too long there, and that's what I really want to test. Is I really want to test the lay on hands side of it. Emperor's Favor. I'm gonna have to remember that what it's called. Emperor's Favor. Emperor's Favor. Dude, this thing absolutely cranks though. Like absolutely cranks. Look, we got plenty of Mistweavers and queues. Very interesting. I mean, we could get a key ourselves. I really, what is that back piece? Is it a transmog? I think it is. Looks like jetpacks. Yeah. I'll see what it is once we teleport. But it is really cool. It is a really cool one. I think on the live client I have Chin's backpack thing, but it is this. The Test Pilots Go pack. Salty Kill says, is the favor a single target heal? It is. So there's a big trade-off that we're making. We're trading off having Shayloons as an AoE, like a mini cooldown, basically to handle a boss mechanic. However, it's giving us like a shock heal that does almost all of it, like someone's health, every like 30 or so seconds. So it is a trade-off. We are trading the fact that we will not have Shayloons to heal through a big damage mechanic. But that's what we're testing, is to see, like, I mean, is it worth it? And I feel like it's going to be like a dungeon by dungeon thing. Like, certain dungeons will have more need of an AoE cooldown, whereas other dungeons might need like you to do a massive amount of single target healing, you know? So it's probably going to go like dungeon to dungeon, but so far we're just going to try it in each place and see how it fares. The problem though is I don't, in this talent build, I haven't gone anything to replace the lack of Shayloon's Gift in our cooldown rotation. Like, you know, if you think on live, like in season 1, we have Chi-Ji with Crackling Jade Lightning with Shayloons as our 3 cooldown like rotation, with Revival thrown in the mix too. But here, I like, what am I trying to say? On live, if you like talented out of Shayloon's Gift, you would then swap to like Conduit, just for example, so that you have something to replace what Shayloon's Gift was lacking. But here we're trying out Master of Harmony, plus going without AoE Shayloons, and seeing if just Chi-Ji 1 minute and Jade Empowerment alone is enough to cycle cooldowns now. It's all just for testing. Hey, what's up, Rihanna? What's up, Grandmaster? Good to see you guys. Hope y'all are doing well today. Hopefully we don't just absolutely crap the bed in Cinderbrew Meadery. I'm pretty sure this is the hard one, right? This is that like beehive brewery place. So this could be absolutely disgustingly brutal, but we're at least gonna try it. I haven't been able to do as much PTR testing this week as I would like to. I'm really trying to get the All Healers series edited and out to you guys before the season starts. Like, I really want to get the final episode out to you guys soon. If you haven't seen it, episode 9, which is the Holy Priest episode, I just posted today. So if you want to go watch that, it is live now on my channel. Just get some of this stuff. I also have to be careful about our trinkets, because one of the trinkets is bugged. It's the grenade launcher. We found out the hard way. One of you guys pointed out, like, in my video where I was using it, that it, like, pulled a whole room for me. When do we expect this season to start? I've heard, like, the end of February, so I would think, like, around a month from today, if I were to guess. But, like, I don't have any insider information. I don't know the exact date, or even roughly the exact date. That's just what I've heard. It's just end of February, which I am stoked for. There are so many new changes that I'm so excited to test. This next like week is gonna be for you guys just to know what to expect from me. We're gonna be testing a lot of PTR. I also at some point want to push my monk to 3K. It's sitting at like 2960 something, so it's just like one or two 13s away, which we could technically easily get done if we do like. Hey, Grandmaster with the Mistweavers. Weird. It's already been a month, but also it's only been a month. I know, right? Time flies when you're having fun, Grandmaster. Thank you for the support. Welcome to the Mistweavers, or I guess welcome back to the Mistweavers. Man, that's still the best, like, that's the best tier. Mistweavers, so good. But MRT, are you excited? Are you looking to play Mistweaver, or what are you looking to play for next season? Like, what's caught your guys' eye for next season? Because for me, I am stoked to play Mistweaver. I also want to find a second guild. Like, I want to stay in my current guild. My guild's amazing. But I want to find a second guild to raid 4 times a week instead of just 2. That way I can get more raid content to you guys. And I might do that on an alt. It's like a holy priest or something. Or I'm thinking about leveling a second monk. I have one sitting at level 70 on live. And I'm thinking about bringing it to 80 and playing 2 monks this season just to have like more reps and stuff, or have like one to test things and then actually take it. And you know, I feel like that could be fun, but is that too extra? Is that committing too hard to the bit, I guess? Don't know, but I think it's fine. I don't know how good Ruby is. So our crit right now is 13. I guess I have to find a dummy. Our crit is 13. Let's see what percentage of crit it gives us. Oh, you have to wait for it to travel back. Okay, so you get about 15% crit from it. That's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. I would love to have another Soul Eating Ruby season. It's one of my favorite trinkets of all time. I don't know, man. This season looks like there's some pretty high-powered trinkets coming to us. Okay, let's go ahead and Cinderbrew Meadery. All right, let's TP there. We're doing a +7, so that's look. If we fail +2, we're definitely gonna be in for it. Especially because this is considered, as far as I know, the hard dungeon of the season. Maybe something's changed, but I think the reason why this dungeon was so annoying when it was a heroic dungeon that we were doing on live is because tanks would like run in and pull this whole room, and like no one was ready for it, I think. I think I'm switching my main to Mistweaver. Salty kills, good to have you. Hopefully you swap. It's definitely a good time. Hopefully I get to showcase that in this key and don't like show the worst key you've ever seen. But you know what? Either way, we're in for some content. Oh, Max Raw, you're so right. The candle dungeon is the worst. Not even like the hardest. I think it is though. I think the first boss or whatever has some pretty good heal checks for sure. But it's not even that. It's even if it was a super easy dungeon, it's so obnoxious, especially as a healer or an augmentation evoker, because they make us run the candle. It's like I just want to play the game. I don't want to sit here and run back and forth with a candle. But you're so right, Max Raw. I forgot about that one. Also, this dumb bee dungeon. Yeah, so we're in for a treat here. I've already forgotten all the mechanics. Yeah, there's that. Salty kills. Your vids have definitely helped me. Definitely have helped me pick up Monk. I've mained Druid since like 2005. Wow. Well, hey, I swapped from Druid to Monk as well, and I've enjoyed it ever since. So we're on the same page. Maybe that's why you. That's why we relate so well. But I've definitely enjoyed it, and I definitely think we're in for a treat for this next season. We have a lot of fun stuff to play around with. Like, we now have lay on hands, you know? I say that, but obviously we don't have lay on hands. We have something very similar to it, though. I am super stoked for this season. What does this first pool look like?
Well, what do we have here? Customers? Or are you looking for something a little harder? Show 'em a
Live, tank, live! Yeah, tank went.
I simply wish you
See
had
what I mean though?
lasted a
Like you
little
get into this
longer.
pool, they always try it too. They always die to it. I just don't get it. He said, ooh, my bad. He must have pulled like way more than he was expecting. This is exactly what happened when we were doing like heroic dungeons, trying to level our character. This would happen every single time. Let's go and diffuse magic that away. We can... Shaylin's... Oh god. What is pulling the room? Oh, this dungeon's a treat. I cannot wait for this to go live. I'm lagging out the wazoo. Don't pull chef, boys. I could not tell you what's going on, but this is such a treat. Here we go again. Take 3. Let's literally just keep our tank pocketed. I have aggro. I'm just mercy healing our tank. Revival.
Of power.
Look at that Shayloon's kit, dude. So sick. This is all this pool's gonna be for me. Okay, we can actually play the game now. I think. Hold on. This is so much damage. Alright. Any insight?
Wish you had lasted a little longer.
Why is this so chaotic? I feel like it's, once again, it has been months since I've been in this place, and I know they've changed stuff since then. But what on earth is happening? Okay, the DK left. Okay, everyone left, so we aren't going to get to talk about it, but this is what testing's about. Like, I feel like the more we fought there, the more stuff just came after us. So let's,
It's too far away.
I want to pull these guys. I want to see if I can survive them, but I want to see how long until they kill me, and do they just pull more stuff? Oh, they kill me really quick. Okay. What was pulling more stuff there? Looks like fun. Can you LOS a pack to start? You can. That's what I think groups are gonna do in this dungeon. Is I think the tank is gonna, like, you know, like say I'm a Death Knight, I'll put like Death and Decay underneath like this pack, then I'll run here. The whole group will just fight the mobs here. But I feel like fighting out here, he said don't pull the chef. So Chef Chewy. So our tank kept pulling the chef, or maybe he was... I don't know, man. I don't know what is pulling more stuff, but dude, this dungeon is a treat. I really want to keep trying this dungeon. I at least want to get past that first pack. I want to understand what's going on here. You know, Max Raw looks like fun. Yeah, I know. That's definitely not... I don't really... How do I put this? I'm not trying to, like... What am I trying to say? I don't care if we fail. Like, I kind of hope we do fail these keys, because I think there's more to learn from that. And I want to fail now before the keys hit live. So that's why, like, that was just an absolute clown fiesta. But I want to see, is there like one mob that I can pull that just won't absolutely turbo nuke me? It doesn't matter. We're going into a 10. Going straight from a failed 2 into a failed 7 into a failed 10. Love to see it. But you definitely can LOS the pack. I feel like that's what you're going to have to do, though. But yeah, it did feel like there was a lot of social pooling going on. It might have to do with... He was pulling the chef, and it was social pooling. I wish I could cover that. Oh, I can. Damage done of nearby allies by 15% makes them immune to all forms of CC. Holy, okay, so yeah, you probably will not pull things with the chef. You'll probably just solo pull the chef. What does this do? The cooking pot. Man, I wish we would have... what I like to do in these PTR groups, whenever you fail, I like to like talk about it, like what went wrong there, and like learn from other people's mistakes too. But it's kind of crazy when people just like leave after you make a mistake. It's PTR, like there's gonna be some deaths, you know. But we're about to go into a +10, which is gonna be pretty, gonna be real pretty. Might need to pull the first back around the entrance corner. That's what I'm thinking too. But with us being a healer, we can't really control how things are pulled, unfortunately. Oh wow, forgot how pretty this entrance was. Yo, picking up Monk for the first time in Season 2. If you were to give one tip to a seasoned healer who knows little to nothing about Monk, what would it be? Okay. I'll give you like 3 tips kind of mashed into one. I'm going to cheat here a bit. But it all has to do with your Jadefire Stomp. So, I see a lot of people... I literally got this question asked last night. They were like, why is my Crackling Jade Lightning doing like no healing? I have my Jadefire Stomp on the ground, yada yada, like all this stuff. Like, why is it doing no healing? And it's because when you Jadefire Stomp, you're starting 2 different buffs. 2 completely different buffs. And you want to maintain both of them equally. So the 2 buffs that you have are Awaken Jadefire and Jadefire Teachings. Both of these start the moment that you step on your Jadefire Stomp or you press it. So if I Jadefire Stomp here, you'll see I have this buff, and then I have a completely separate buff, Jadefire Teachings. Notice that this one resets its timer every time I step on my Jadefire Stomp, but this one is on a set fixed timer. So what they were doing is they were like waiting until their Jadefire Teachings was down. They were crackling Jade Lightning, and then they were like, why is it doing no healing? And it's because, yeah, you have Awakened Jadefire for as long as your Jadefire Stomp persists, but those are 2 completely isolated, like separate buffs. They just trigger from similar things. So if you're trying to get better at Mistweaver or learn it, the number 1 rule is you want to maintain both of those buffs at all time. So don't just Jadefire Stomp every time that this effect fades from the ground or you can't stand on it, but Jadefire Stomp often enough to have Jadefire Teachings active, because this is where so much of your healing comes from. Like, Awaken Jadefire only makes your buttons do more things, like it makes your Tiger Palms hit twice and stuff like that, but your big healing numbers come from scaling off of your damage, and that's what Jadefire Teachings is it just enhances, it makes your damage heal for way more. So Jadefire Stomp enough to maintain this Jadefire Teachings buff, not just to have a Jadefire Stomp down, if that makes sense. I don't know, because I feel like a lot of people think that. They're like, oh, but I Jadefire Stomped like 20 seconds ago. Why is my Crackling Jade Lightning not healing a lot? And it's because they're looking at the wrong buff, you know what I mean? So even if the cooldown is up again, hold off till Jadefire Teachings is down to maintain it. Got it? I mean, kind of. Like, say that we're punching and kicking this little mini boss, and he dies, and I get like, well, I guess let me try to reset my... There we go, I got the reset. But we're about to move over here and fight. You should want to lay down a new Jadefire Stomp as you move to this pack too. But yeah, you just want to make sure that you at least, like, I don't want to let this red bar, which is my Jadefire Teachings buff timer, I don't want to let this go away. Like, almost the number 1 rule. And you'll see that the timer of Jadefire Stomp lines up with it. So at the very minimum, you're going to Jadefire Stomp every like 15 or so seconds to keep this buff up. It's kind of the main number 1 thing. And then other than that, just do some low keys to get the hang of things. But literally, as long as you're maintaining this buff, you're basically just a DPS player. Like, try to maximize your damage, and that will inherently just maximize your healing, you know? Because if you're telling me to give you only 1 tip, it's just maintain your Jadefire Teachings buff. That's like the number 1 tip you should be given as a Mistweaver. In my opinion, I guess. Okay, let's fly to this place. Where even are we on the map? We need to get to the Rookery. If I was the Rookery, I would be probably... I have no idea where. Where is this place? Floodgate, Dark Flame Cleft. That's Stone Vault. We knew that. Okay. The Rookery. Okay, so it's still on the island. Nice to know. Okay, oh, are there more disadvantages by always pressing Jadefire Stomp as soon as it's ready / up, except time loss? Because I always press it as soon as it's ready. I mean, it does, like, okay-ish damage, and if you hit, like, your whole party with it, it's like, it does, like, an amount of healing. But the downside, Max Draw, is that there's, like, an opportunity cost. So, if I spend a global, say I have like 10 seconds left on Jadefire Teachings, and I got the reset of Jadefire Stomp. If I spend that global Jadefire Stomping just because it's available, but I could have spent that literally just Tiger Palming so that my next Blackout Kick hits more times. It's like there's a trade-off, So that's kind of what the downside is of like spamming Jadefire Stomp, is there's likely always something better you can be doing other than Jadefire Stomping for Jadefire Stomp's sake, if that makes sense. Like, this, the main draw to this spell, the main draw is just its, the buff applications, like the buffs you get from pressing the button. So if you're using it on cooldown just because you get the resets, you're risking not only having it in the future, but you're also trading off what you could have spent that global on, if that makes sense. Ista, I'm gonna say Ista, but correct me if it's wrong. Ista. It could be Ista, it could be Aista. I don't know, but I'll say Ista. Said, well then, what's a tip for raid healing since that is Yu'lon? Both styles sound like fun. I like the way Chi-Chi is more offensive wall. It seems Yu'lon is more of a ramp and hot build. Kind of, yeah. That kind of is it. It's, at least before the new Jade Bond, Yu'lon was also like the more like, it had the higher like peak, like you could do like these massive ramps and stuff, but it's still looking that way. Where is the meadery? Is it in this giant building? Oh, it's down here. Oh, it's this one. Okay, I'm an idiot. A tip for the raid build. Let me see if there's anything like super noteworthy. If I only had to give one tip. Oh man, this is tough because there's just like so much going on in this build. Do you want a tip for season 1 or season 2, or like both? If that makes sense. That's the Rookery, not the meadery. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wait, but I think I am doing the Rookery now. We're just flip-flopping, Cypher. We're just, who knows where we're going next. Okay, Season 2. Now, keep in mind, I've only done the PTR raid testing like a couple days. It's only been available a few days. But I've done it most days that it's available. Tips for Season 2. Oof. I kind of want to say, maybe I can pull up some of my, do I have my logs still, or not logs? Do I have my Mugsy? Okay. Insurance does a lot of healing as a Mistweaver. Not only because every time that we cast a Renewing Mist on someone, it's going to give them one, or a short duration one. So like we're getting more insurances, but our foreset gives a lot of healing to our insurances. So it says the healing of our insurance buffs is increased by 5% per Renewing Mist that we have out, basically up to 10 Renewing Mists. So what I was finding is that I was doing the most healing when I was able to sit close to 10 Renewing Mists, but maybe that's just like gonna change, because you don't want to go too high above 10, because Invigorating Mist it does scale poorly as it gets higher in count because it's square root scaled. But the closer you stay to 10, the more you can maintain the max value from your tier set, while not punishing yourself in other ways too hard. And I mean, still having a high count is good because like you're still getting value from where is it? Rushing Wind Kick, increasing your Renewing Mist healing. So it's a very weird raid build, and our tier set does skew the math a bit. So I'm gonna need like a lot more testing, but that's just what I've found is like if you can get up to 10 renewing mists during like ramps and stuff and like right after your ramps and stuff, that's kind of like what I found to be the sweet spot of the healing, just because it's kind of like it's good for invigorating mist without being like too bad or too punishing, but it's also good for your tier set if that makes sense. Perhaps 8 is a sweet spot between tier set and the talent. Probably. I mean, that's just what I mean. We'll have to like do logs, and I'm sure people will figure out the number one like what the best count will be. But it's going to be like situational. Like if only 2 people in the whole raid are taking damage, and you have 20 renewing mists out, odds are that the highest number of invigorating mist healing will just go into the wrong person. Whereas if you only had 2 renewing mist out and 2 people are taking damage, like maybe there's a debuff on those 2 people, then both of them are going to get the max value from invigorating mist guaranteed, you know. So it's like there's a lot of math and a lot of like, you know, circumstances, but I don't know. Basically, I guess the short version of the tip is, dude, our 4 set is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Our healing from our that's not even a tip though. Just saying that hey, this is good. Yeah. What would a tip be though? I don't know. Coming up with a tip for the raid build is just so much harder because there's so much going on, and I still like. It's gonna take a lot more testing for me to figure everything out. Thank you for answering. I've been checking out your guides on YouTube. It is also nice to hear something live. We'll most likely check them again now that the monk is 80. Love to hear that. I see it is a bit hard to find a good tip for raid build. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, the reason why I'm hesitant to say something is because I don't want to say a tip and then it just not be correct, because we're still so early in testing that, one, they could literally just change how we play tomorrow if they wanted to, and then like I would have steered you wrong, or with further testing I could find that it's like not true, and then yeah. I guess one good tip is to try to never get close to max stacks of your mana tea. Like make sure that you're sipping like a couple stacks during downtime. Like don't be afraid to sip like 3 or 4 stacks, but also don't be afraid, like if there's like 10 seconds of downtime where everyone's sitting at full health, chug that thing, you know. Just never, it's bad to overcap since we're playing life cycles, and our manas should be fine. But yeah, just stay on top of your mana tea. Do not forget about mana tea. If you're new to Mistweaver Monk, like that's kind of like the core thing that keeps you in the running, because if you run out of mana, you do 0 healing, you know. I'm okay canny turning. Thank you though. Hold on. Yeah, I heard 15 stacks can be a good spot, so maybe sit between 12 stacks to 20. Yeah, you never want to hit 20. Never want to hit 20 mana tea stacks, but you also don't want to have some in reserve for if you need it, you know. Hey, what's up, Mox? Oh no. Okay, looks like our group leader left, but I don't have the key, so I guess I'm gonna leave too. I need keys. But Mox, I'm doing so good. How are you doing? Of course, Einstein. Like I said, there's so much testing that I need to be doing. So stay tuned, because I'm not gonna make guide videos unless I feel very confident, you know. So stay tuned. Hopefully not too many updates to come, but there will be guides. There's going to be all these things coming out to you guys for season 2. I'm so excited, but like I said, there is so much to test. I still have to learn these dungeon mechanics too. Like, man. Okay, we should just do our own key. What key do I have? Keystone container. It's here. What key can we do? All right, I'll make my own key, and then we'll be running it. And if any of you guys want to come in and do this key with me, if y'all are like tanks or DPS, feel free. Like, if y'all make mistakes, I do not care. Today's not about playing perfectly or trying to time dungeons. It's all about testing and learning. Sure, I'll be checking and learning monk. My last healer I need more knowledge about now that I am a heal lead for my guild. Ooh, very interesting. Felt a bit bad not being aware of how fully monks work. It's funny because my raid lead still is the same way. I'm pretty sure he knows every healer except monk and how they work. So he'll be able to talk to our druid like, so yeah, use your convoke here with like flourish and stuff. But like on our sheets, like how we do cooldowns and stuff, he'll be like, this like invoke celestial Yulon thing, just use it. Like he literally says that. It's so funny. But get a couple different ones of these. Let's get each of the dungeon things. Let's see. I want to run the meadery again because it looks like an absolutely chaotic thing. Let's do like a 6 of this. Is it 6 yet? Okay, let's do the, what did I say? The meadery. Not the Rookery, not the Sacred Flame. Cinderbrew Meadery. Okay. Let's run this. I just want to see more of this dungeon than the opening room. Okay. Lumide said, I had a hard time in Mythic Plus this season. I really struggled on some of the boss fights. Did you notice a difference in mechanic difficulty compared to previous seasons? Yeah, honestly, yeah. The thing is, like, coming from Dragonflight, there were some bosses in Dragonflight that were, like, turbo hard. But Luma, if you were playing Mistweaver, I think this past season was pretty rough on Mistweaver when you only had one target to hit, and that's why we're seeing so many reworks coming into season 2 of like our kicking value with Chi-Ji is getting. Oh, I still have my raid build. Hold on. Like our Chi-Ji value is enhancing when we only have one target to hit and stuff. They also moved more of our blackout kick cleaving damage into the single target blackout kick that we're doing. So they're making a lot of strides to make it easier for Mistweaver to heal boss fights. But yeah, I will say, like, some of the bosses this tier were there was a lot going on. Like there was a lot going on. I said, hey, I said, yo, I'm gonna make sure and say like something at the start of this key, like, hey, look, let's just learn. Like, let's just take this slow, do one pack at a time. Let's learn these mechanics. I'm not looking to like, who cares if you time a PTR key, you know? No worries if not. I just felt like I never got the hang of them. I will say there was a lot going on too, and this was like a season where there were a fair amount of casters in different dungeons, and then they did just recently change, like this coming into this last season, how yeah, emphasize the T in PTR exactly. But they did change how like stops work. So like sometimes like if I would Ring of Peace like this mob and boop him out of a cast, before he would just be like, okay, that's, you know what, you got me, you bested me. But now like that mob could just like recast, you know. So they have changed like a lot of things to make it harder too, like with just the structure of how dungeons work, not even just like the dungeon itself mechanics, you know. So that is another thing too. How is Monk Dispel looking compared to other healers? I haven't gotten much testing on the new dungeons yet. That's what we're doing. But as far as I know, it seems fine. I feel like there's a pretty big disease dispel, but other than that, I'm not. I really TJR. I could not give you the that answer. Kevin, dude, what is up? It has been a minute. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, that felt like it had a big impact. I mean, it definitely did. It definitely did. I mean, you see dungeons like City of Threads, you think the final 2 bosses are going to wipe you, but then like the first pack wipes you because just like stops aren't happening, you know? So it's, yeah, you definitely feel it. But yeah, we still need a ton of reps, TJR, in these new dungeons, for sure. Yeah, you saw me freeze Lumide. I was like, wait, what were we talking about? But it came to me eventually. But I don't think... I remember, like, the Meadery did have a disease in it. Or not a disease, but something that, like, monks could dispel. But as far as I know, I don't think this is going to be as curse heavy of a season. Man, trying to think through all the dungeons. We still have next week's to go to TJR. Still have next week's to go. Man, people are just not queuing up. I do wish there was a good 2 to 3 GCD lockout for those spam casters. We could only wish. We could only wish. Did they put a disease or poison? It's something. It's one of the things that we can dispel. I'm pretty sure. But like I said, we need to get into that dungeon. So that's what we're trying to test. Is the bees. I want to see the bees, please. You know, I did a lot of testing on Operation Floodgate, which was last week. I wish I had more time this week to do so many more dungeons, but I just did not. Just did not. But this is kind of what the experience is like on the PTR, is like, you're kind of just sitting here waiting for people to queue up, and like, you know, not every time someone does. But we can post in like the PTR chat, looking for more, get more people in. But we're trying to do more testing with, what is this even called? Emperor's Favorite. Emperor's Favorite. I just need to burn that in my head. I always think back to that interview that Nagura did before the War Within launch. She interviewed 2 devs that focus on Mythic Plus. I did not see that, but that sounds pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. That's my live experience too. I know, right? Season 1 of the War Within was just sitting in queue waiting on a tank. So right. But I didn't see that one, Lumide. I'm sure that was very interesting because it is always nice to hear like their input, since they're the ones like making the decisions and stuff. Okay, we have a group. Yo. This is PTR. There are likely to be deaths. Just learn from it and we chillin'. Got hit him with the we chillin'. What dungeon? Alright, let's teleport there. Finally, we're in a group. We're going right back to the Cinderbrew Meadery, which this is the dungeon where like you can literally wipe on the first pool and like everyone leave. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay, we need to see what this tank does differently than the last tank. I definitely think that the play is you're gonna want to pull back to this corner. Like I almost 100% think that that's what it's gonna look like. Like what strategies are gonna be. Highly recommend. It went over a lot of the changes from Dragonflight to the War Within. Interesting. Haven't gotten an invite into a 14-15. You know what I did for 2 hours this morning, Kevin? I watched a whole movie. Watched an entire movie while waiting to get invited to a 13. Keep in mind, I have timed every 12 on my monk. So it's just like, it's mind-numbing. I'm gonna ask the tank. Tank, how have you liked doing this first room? Trying to just get more input from the group, see what they've noticed about their roles and stuff. Big pool and bloodlust. Okay. And I'm guessing we pull whichever side the chef is not on. Big pool and bloodlust, he says. Yikes. But Kevin, I definitely feel that. Definitely feel that. It's what we get for waiting this long to push in the season, you know? I'm just like, is it even worth it at this point? How much of my pride is tied behind just having a number behind my IO score? Change to mythic. Uh-oh. Alright. Very interesting, though. I never saw that. Never saw that. The big pull into bloodlust. Let's see it. I'm also curious. I always love watching the tank meta and seeing like which tanks are looking good for the next season. I've heard that like Guardian Druid might make an appearance at the top because they're like they can actually handle magic damage now. But who knows? All right, showtime. Back in the meadery. Get our Yulon wings going. There we go. Thing is, like, you never know how these people are gonna pull these dungeons, you know. So you're just in for like a surprise every time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's do this.
Well, what do we have here? Or are you looking for something a little harder? Show 'em what we got on tap.
Let's stand on this side.
It's not ready yet.
Crackling Jade Lightning. Oh no. I mean, they get that Burning Flames on them and the debuff. It's kind of like a lot. It's kind of a lot to heal through. Already, just night and day from our last group. Let's go and Crackling Jade Lightning. Oh, our target's gonna die. Oh, first big mistake. Play on hands the tank. Okay, super spooky pool, but we lived. Okay, we're pulling Chef Chewy with some mobs, which does not feel right. Especially after Lust fades, but we're just gonna stick to Chef Chewy.
A gift of power. I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
The heck happened there? Run! Run, run, run! Okay, so ring of... Oh, it's because this guy, Chef Chewy, he makes it to where none of the mobs can be CC'd nearby him. So I was trying to ring a piece, and it does nothing. Forgot. Can't ring a piece the mobs. I feel like you just pull Chef Chewy with like as few mobs as possible, right? That's gotta be a thing.
It's too far away. We need to get closer.
Land hands the Warlock. I will say, not having AoE Shayloons is kind of... I'm starting to feel it like a lot during these pools.
I'm out of range.
Ow, ow, ow. See, like, Shayloons would be so nice right here. Oh, I was in the corner of that stake.
A gift of power.
Live!
Your survival.
Dude, this is brutal. There's, like, way too much stuff that we can't stop happening. With the Chewy, it's just deaths left and right. This is brutal. Why is it? Lightning, I need you. Dude, Chef Chewy means business. I mean, look at that Shayloons though. Like, when you have it ready for like a big single target moment, like, dude, it chunks. But then there's moments like this where it's like, I just don't have anything, you know, so I don't know. I definitely think if you're gonna play this talent, you need to compensate elsewhere in your build. Uh-oh, tank dead. It's just absolute chaos.
A gift of power.
Do I have anything? I don't. I can't stop those. Yeah, I definitely think this build is trying too hard to do it, and I feel like we're just making it harder on ourselves. If I'm gonna run Master of Harmony, I either need like Peer into Peace to at least spread some enveloping mist before big damage amounts, or we should have Chi-Ji'd last year, by the way. Or I need Conduit instead of Master of Harmony here. But yeah, you can still tell, like, when we have Chi-Ji up, we're so fine. It's like, it's kind of like Paladin in that sense, where it's, while you have Wings active, you're so fine. Lay on hands that guy. Oh boy. Okay. Goes down smooth. Oh god. Just in case. This is where you need to run the mugs to people, right?
Another one.
Ow!
Keep 'em coming.
Holy, yeah, this is when I would definitely want Peer into Peace or something.
Keep 'em
I mean, can I even run mugs, or do I have to just sit here and heal? I felt like I had to sit there and heal. That was crazy.
A gift of power.
I kind of love this boss though, because it's very brew mastery. Let's Shaylin's that guy. I will say though, even though our build is horrible right now, this class is just so much fun. Like way more fun than other healers. Imagine playing another healer. Is it not just the most cringe thought? Pretty cringe to me. I mean, do I just like sit here and heal or what? I guess I'm supposed to make the phase end quicker, right?
Keep 'em coming.
Do you even take damage here? Not really. We have revival. Again, Shaylin's this guy. I don't know what are you supposed to run mugs as a healer? Because it feels like you just have to heal, especially as a Mistweaver. Like, not having boss up time there feels horrible. Okay, we're progging though. We made it out. That was ugly. Ugly. Hey man, how does Mistweaver feel? Any better / worse? Definitely feels better. This build that I'm running feels worse, but as a whole, the spec feels great. It feels better. It is just a shame. Oh, let's aim that, I guess, at the wall. It is kind of a shame though that they've changed Jade Bongs. That was looking really fat. Live. But I will say, like, you now have like a lot more options, if that makes sense. Like, I'm sure there's still going to be like a build that's just like better than the rest, like there always is. But it does feel like you have a lot more variety in what you could kind of mix and match together to make a complete build. which I really appreciate as a player.
Is trans.
But like your single target, like your boss healing is a lot better now. I do miss old Jade Bond. It's just like, man, they dangled a carrot in front of us and we're like, hey, Mistweaver's gonna be really fun next season. And then it's like, ah, they just kind of changed it, but rightfully so. They definitely should have changed it. But I feel like there is a build that you can make this work. This talent. Emperor's Favor. Oh god. Here I would love to have old Shayloons. Yeah, let's GG. Just punch and kick.
No, my skills, they bypass the filters.
He got clobbered.
Too hot. The mead will be substandard.
What? Oh, that guy literally stood in the frontal and then left. People, what does this world come to?
That's good business.
He literally got charged and then left the group. Oh, that's so funny.
Personal directive, my passion. She's ruining
Okay, I kind of just... Oh my god, I just clobbered that warlock. That's so funny. Oops. What even? Why would you leave after that? Oh, that's so cringe. But hey, as a Mistweaver player, I'm having more fun. I mean, look at how much we just melted that thing. As a healer.
It's too far away.
I'm gonna lay on hands this guy.
Of power.
We'll life cocoon him too, I guess. Dude, people on the PTR are just weird. Like, actual weird person behavior. Okay, Shayloon's gift is sick. Like, absolutely sick. I just ripped aggro from Shayloon's gifting someone. That's how much healing it does. No, our party's leaving, it looks like. I just want to get through this dungeon, man. I want to see... I want reps on the last half of it. That's it. Looks like our Warlock's left too, but I'm pretty sure the Warlock is friends with our tank. Oh, that Shayloons is so fat. Yeah, okay, next dungeon. I want to try... do you actually use spinning crankcake more in AoE? I haven't, but I'm sure there's target counts where you can now, because they did buff its damage. They did buff its damage. I do want to get more testing with that, too. But I do want to test a build where we're running the single target Shayloons with Conduit to kind of fill the void that Shayloons left in our AoE healing rotation. But this is kind of cringe that we don't have... Okay, now our Warlock's back, but he's walking away. Where are you going, buddy? What's the play? What's the call? How do little things keep spawning? They spawn when you kill the big guy, right? I don't want to type it because I don't want to be wrong. People treat the PTR like live, LOL, they're just practicing, not testing. Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't get it, Telonis. It's so weird. It's just weird behavior. I feel like at least in Season 1, you need very AoE heal you can every AoE heal you could possibly get. Don't feel like that's changing in season 2. I agree. I mean, it does feel like you're gonna like right now. I'm down 2 buttons that do AoE, and I'm feeling well technically 3 because I'm not running Peer into Peace, Conduit, or AoE Shayloon. So I'm kind of gutting my own self here. Maybe that's not the play. Dang, that's so cringe though. People leave after maybe he was embarrassed. I think it was. I think it was embarrassment. Because he got hit by his own ogre charge thing, and then it hit the wall and killed him, and then he just insta left. That was yikes. Okay, this is not the play. Definitely not the play. Running all these things together, but maybe we can make it work. So I'm thinking. I don't think you can make it work and also have like Peer into Peace, for example, unless you did something like this. But I don't think that's worth it. Maybe we're just trying to force it too much. I definitely think this is the better build. Definitely think this is just an upgrade from what we were playing. But the thing is, like, Emperor's Favor is there. If we do need it in certain dungeons, like, it's gonna be there for us to take. But I feel like just a general use case, AoE Shayloons is just, I mean, there's no way it's not the play, right? Do you actually use Spinning Crankcake more in AoE? I haven't seen it. I feel like there should be some logs up for PTR, right? Eventually there will be logs and we can see like if anyone else is spinning in certain dungeons, because you know sometimes there are dungeons where like the pull count is so high, because like you pull like 30 little guys all together, and then maybe there's an argument for it. But as far as I've seen, we haven't really pulled too high of a count to where I think Spinning Crankcake would be worth, but I could be wrong there. Once again, still need lots of testing. Lots and lots of testing. I don't want to run it back though. I want to get deeper into this dungeon, you know? Back to the meadery. We're gonna keep bashing our head against this wall until we break through, though. This dungeon is like cursed, it's looking like. But every time we fail this dungeon, I feel like I get more confident with the mechanics that we saw that run, you know? Let's see. Let's turn off the sound really quick. We're gonna go into a sound void. But just because there's so many people testing here on these dummies, I don't want to mess with it. Okay, let's reset all data. Because it's only doing like 47k a crit on 5 target cleave, but I just feel like 5 targets is not going to be the count. Because, I mean, you're just getting so much more healing from your blackout kicks, though. Each of these blackout kicks would do, like, let's see, they're hitting for a lot of damage. Hitting for like 170k each, and those will each be doing 190% of their damage as healing. So I mean, it was 1.5 million HPS. Let's see it again. It did buff Spinning Crankcake's damage. I would like for it to at least have a place in our rotation. Yeah, I mean it is. Look, it is 1.5 million HPS. Because guess we're healing those over there too. But the problem is, if I test Blackout Kick's healing, it doesn't heal. It doesn't heal unless there's an someone missing HP. So that's just how Awakened Jadefire. I'm sorry, Ancient Teachings works. There's so many. The more I play Monk, the more all these talents kind of blend together. What did I just type? Ancient. There we go. They heal allies split evenly among them. 5 injured allies. So it's just hard to find those numbers on dummies. Because, like, look, it's not really doing much healing unless there's, like, a guy over here that's missing HP. And that's just that's, like, a hot that we applied to him. That's, like, an insurance or something. But, like, look, I'm punching and kicking, but we're just not seeing many damage numbers because it just doesn't see them as injured allies. You know what I mean? Like, you can see my damage numbers and see, but it's just so hard to know how much healing that would do, you know? Okay, we'll turn our sound back on. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard. You just don't see any healing numbers here. Like, on healing done, all you see is my, like, J-Fire Stomp, Gust of Mists, and, like, the insurance that we're getting. So it's so hard to tell how much healing we're actually doing. Like, that was just 2 healing sources, not even the punches and kicks. And we did 200k HPS, you know? So, hard to know. But, I mean, we could try it. Definitely try it. Because, I mean, these first few pools do get a bit hairy. Like, pretty big pool counts. Turn our sound back on. Let's get in there. These guys are like messaging me. They're saying weird stuff. I have no idea what they mean by what they're saying. All right. Back to the drawing boards. This time we have AoE Shayloons. I love Emperor's Favor when it's good, but when you wish you had the AoE one, it's like, why am I doing this to myself? You know, I mean, what we could do though is we could hit the 5 dummies. We could spinning crank kick for like a minute or something, and then we can do like our blackout kick rotation for a minute and remove the overwhelming force and melee damage, and then just do that like a direct multiplier. So we could just multiply like, so like here it would be 698,000 plus 2.7 million plus 411,000, and then multiply that times 1.9 to see how much healing it would do, and then do the same with spinning crank kick, multiply it by, what would it be, like 3.3? Yeah, 3.3, and see how much healing that would do and stuff. AoE heal feels so good, yeah. But dude, Emperor's Favor, I love this talent. I think it's gonna have more of a place in Raid, which is so weird, but like, dude, it literally is like a lay on hands. Like, it snipes a heal. It feels so good to just like, someone drops a 20% really quick, you just like, boom, they're full health. But maybe a Mythic Plus, like, if we want to make Master of Harmony work, and we want to go without Peer into Peace, I just feel like we kind of do need Legacy of Wisdom in that case. Waiting on this tank. He was messaging me a bunch. I don't know what he was saying, but Heck. I'll just say lock a tank. The groups I find that AoE heal feels like a must. Hey, big facts. Big facts. Well, the groups I find, they always let casts go off and they get dropped down to 10% health in like an instant, and you need to top them up. I love the theme of this dungeon though. It's a brewery that's brewing like honey beer. There's like pots of honey and stuff and vats of honey with like these bees all trying to protect their honey and stuff. Like I do love this dungeon. A single target Shayloons makes me miss Essence Font. What? That's a weird one. Please follow me and don't pull. This tank is one of those tanks that's very annoying, like very directive, you know? I'll make him leader though, because he loves the power. You can smell it. But we will make it to bees this time, I'm telling you. This is the bee run.
Well, what do we have here? New customers? Or are you looking for something a little harder? Show 'em what we got on tap, Eldryer.
Ooh. It's meadery time. I love the ready check followed by the
5,
insta countdown.
4, 3,
Like, hey, are you guys ready? Because we're going.
1.
Like, no time to think. Alright. We're in for a treat. This dungeon seems very brutal, or at least it seems like no one's really solved it yet. Tank said, follow me and don't pull.
Well, what do we have here? New customers? Or are you looking for something a little harder? Show 'em what we got on tap, Eldryer.
It's like here, I mean, like, I could be spinning crane kicking. I need to do the math. You know, I have that, like, calculator that I made in Python that I need to, like, go through and update the numbers on.
You're driving away my paying customers.
Or, like, do, like, a lot of dummy testing. Let's do it. Let's spinning crane kick here. I do hope it's another spinning crane kick season. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't think it will be, because I don't know. Maybe there's like a, let's see if this hits us. What does it do? It disorients us. Okay. I don't, the thing is, like, it's gonna be a certain target count. If it is. I don't think it's gonna be another season of spinning crane kick. Go ahead and Chiji. Wait, pull Chef Chewy. See, this is a lot better. Pulling Chef Chewy isolated seems a lot better to me. Those are some high stakes. Yeah, this definitely feels like how you're supposed to pull this room. Queen Shaylin's after this. It's weird going from a dungeon in Necrotic Wake where the spell Tenderize is like a tank buster to now Tenderize is like an AoE knockback and damage thing. That's just weird to me. Where they reuse like spell names and make them do like the exact opposite thing, you know? Just very weird to me. But so far, that feels like such a cleaner start to this dungeon. And now we can kind of be fast and loose in this place, I think. Let's spin again. Let's just do it. I don't know if that's the thing. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the play. Yeah, we just let that guy die. Yikes. I feel like I'm gonna have to do the math and figure out what the best, like, the target count looks like for that. Live, mage, live! Got our insurances on people. We got a patrol to our right. I love the spell names though. Mean Mug, High Stakes, like, so good thematically. Tank, no! Ow.
It's too far away.
No, Shaman, not you too!
A gift of power.
No, we had a tank
I
death.
simply wish you had
All
lasted
hell
a
breaks
little
loose.
longer.
Come on, Shayloons, no.
I'm out of range.
Live! Keep running in, it's a conveyor belt. Go, go, go! I have aggro. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Once one thing goes wrong, it's like everyone forgets how to play. Come on. We're living. How do I have aggro here? What is that? Is the tank like immuning or something? Like what's giving me aggro there? Come on, keep going. When you die, get back up in there and fight. This is so chaotic. Clean. Cleanest pool I've ever seen. Yeah, see, our Awakened Jadefire healing was so low.
It's to be a bar fight now. Good.
So how am I supposed to heal this intermission?
Goes down smooth.
Have our Enveloping Mist applied.
Break it up. Time for happy hour. Keep 'em coming.
See, they're just... Are they staying on boss here? Oh, I'm so used to having Peer in a Piece that I'm kind of doing whatever.
Where's my
It looks like they were staying on boss there. Like, am I just supposed to sit here and heal? That doesn't feel right.
Where's my drink?
Yeah, this definitely doesn't feel right. But it kind of feels like what I have to do, right?
Keep 'em coming.
Alright, sweet. We did so many mechanics there. That does feel like you're just gonna have to sit there and heal. Which is, it feels bad. That's confusing? What's confusing? Did I say something? Oh no, I don't want to confuse you guys. Ugh.
A gift of power.
Break it up.
Dude, our mage is literally running with the little swirlies on the ground. He was just standing in it and walking with it. He's like, I wonder what this does. I bet he was like testing the mechanic. Like, what does this do? Just stayed in it. It's funny. Yeah, having AoE Shayloon's Gift is like night and day. That's a shame. That's a shame. No, just the tenderizing ability being totally different. Yeah, definitely weird. The strength of it is undeniable, but I feel it would be complemented by the backup from Essence Font's small AoE hot. Maybe, but like this, the hot on Essence Font wasn't the strength of Essence Font. You know what I mean? Whoa!
Help me, please.
Oh god,
Be back out
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Okay, we definitely should have Chi-Chi'd the moment that like I walked in, but Chi-Chi'd like 10 seconds late. But you see just how much healing this does. Oh, it's so much. Live, Shaman! See, that was a 9-stack Shayloons, and it only did about like 20% of the Shaman's health. Which is like, that's the downside. Oh, tank, live. It's like the downside of this is like, part of what makes... Oh, that sucks, he got hit by it. Part of what makes me really like that was that it makes Shayloons do like big numbers again, you know? We'll spin, we'll see. But like I said, I don't think, regardless, I don't think they want us to have another spinning season. And what I mean by that is like a season where most pools just devolve into just spamming spinning crane kick. I don't think that's what they want. That's why they've made so many strides lately to keep us from returning to that. If we do press spinning crane kick, it will just be like an accent on a rotation, like at a really high target count, like we would press it and stuff. But once again, don't want to make any definitive statements because still have to test all the numbers and see where things sit. But that's just what I would guess is they're like, been there, done that. We know the player base does not like that, like fully spinny playstyle, but they don't want it to just not be a button that we never press. Or they don't want it to be a button we never press, you know? We are just like, this group is like 10 times better than the last group we had. We'll throw it at that wall. I don't want to throw it over there because I think they must like social pool or something. Crackling Jade Lightning while this guy's still here. That's cool that when I was doing that kind of to test. When he charges over there, he's still, it'll still cleave on the guys back here that were nearby when you started the channel, which is really nice. Yikes. We need some help. Oh, you can charge them into the puddles. Wow, okay. Welcome to World of Warcraft, Chris. This is a really fun game. You might like it. We're learning the mechanic. Okay, it's about time I learned something. So if you charge, it looked like if you charge him into the puddle, he like trips. Oh, tank. Were you ready for this, buddy? Just gotta kind of pump to the tank. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Why they did 2 seasons back to back with a mechanic called Tenderize. Both doing completely different things, like actual opposite things.
Oh no, my
Grandmaster, I was a fan of Essence Font. Like, I thought it was just like a core spell, but I don't know. I've just got to admit, I think life is better on the other side, if I'm being honest.
More money. That's good business.
Good killing that guy.
Cinderbrew was my personal directive, my passion. She's ruining everything.
Oh, God, live. We'll just revival this. This is just chaos already. Ooh. I feel like we pulled way more than we were trying to pull here. Tank, no. Yeah, it feels like
You had lasted a little
I don't know
longer.
what pulled so much there, but it looked like things just kept getting pulled. I feel like this room we're also gonna have to pull back into the hallway. I'm gonna type that out. And pull back into LOS would probably help. We need to stack, he says, on wall for big ads. Interesting. Do they not hit you if you're pixel stacked on them, like when they charge? That room has always been bad. I feel like every room in this dungeon is just so terrifying, but I'm sure like eventually with reps and stuff, people will kind of understand what's going on. And know how to avoid pulling the entire room. Because we need to stack on the wall for the big guys. Okay, I guess we're not doing that. Like, if you bait them to a puddle,
My power is
they stop on a puddle.
share in it.
Look, he's on the puddle. Wonder what happens. Okay, if he's on the puddle, he just still goes, which that's gonna hit. We can time our Shayluns there, but no, it's just not enough. And then see, he goes all the way over there in social pools. So whoever baited the guy to charge all the way over there is kind of inting. So they social pool when they charge it past or into enemy mobs. So we need to charge them this way. We can. It's okay. That's something that we know is going wrong. We can type that out, and it's about to kill us all. But we can type that out and fix it for this next attempt of this room.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Can't charge. Can't bait big guys into charging at other mobs. They will social pool them. Bait them behind us where the mobs are. Oh, we have this figured out. Like, we see what's going on. Hopefully no one leaves. This so far seems like a really good group, like all kind of testing. So that's good. But yeah, y'all saw there someone, I don't know who it was, but someone got targeted by the guy charging. Like, say the guy charging was like right here. The guy stood right here, and the guy charged all the way across the room and pulled everything over here. So as long as we don't aim the charges at other mobs, I think we're fine. I love new seasons. I think this dungeon's so much fun. And I'm so excited to just like learn the whole dungeon pool. I'm like such a geek for that kind of thing, like just learning these things. Let's go and Chi-Ji. Yeah, so when they hit the wall, they spawn more guys. Okay, we pulled a taste toucher. See how much easier this is when we know what's going on? Oh, so fun. He blinked too soon. Okay, but when he dies, he drops a lot of brews, so the tank doesn't understand that. Yeah, our tank doesn't know that there's more enemies back there that the guys drop when they die. That's okay. That is a-okay.
A gift of power.
A gift of power, she says, is she makes us do more mechanics. Okay, we have a better understanding of what's happening in this dungeon, which is so exciting to me. No, no, you're gonna bait them over there. Dungeon's kind of crazy, but not like I don't think it's too bad. I think now that we're getting the hang of it, these guys are kind of easy. Whereas before, when we were dying to these guys, I was like, man, I could not tell you what's going on. But now that... I feel like the tank still doesn't understand that these guys drop the bruise when they die. Like, he still keeps running straight to the next pack without picking up aggro there. Okay, yeah, this is definitely going to kill us. Gonna Chi-Ji. Flavor scientist. That would be a cool job. Maybe one of you guys is a flavor scientist. How do you get good at being a flavor scientist? Do you just like eat more than everyone else, or you just have like a better understanding of what the general public will like in flavors? Like, what would a good professional taste tester look like? Because I'm just gonna say it, I feel like I'm pretty close. If you're hiring taste takers, taste testers. That's it, not test takers. If you're hiring taste testers, hit me up. I'm your guy. I can taste better than everyone. Oh, so Swirly's one shot. Good to know. Let's not find out that way too. Okay, and this guy drops... I forget completely what this guy does. We're gonna want a Chi-Ji here, I think. Let's go and do it. Help out the tank. I feel like you would want a Chi-Ji during the puddle phase. Let's dispel, I guess. IPA. I love the naming of this. Like, the naming convention that they had for this dungeon is just so unique. The guy's name is IPA. They got high stakes. Like, so good. The Shayloons. Whoa.
My power.
Bottoms up. Just the theme in this dungeon is so good. Okay, I want to see what this debuff does. Ah, I didn't get to see. Dude, that audio is so loud in my ear. My first thought for flavor scientist was jelly beans. Ugh. Okay, I don't want the job anymore. I don't want the job anymore. I'm not a jelly bean guy. I'll cash you out. Dude, we are so far behind on percent. The difference between this dungeon's percentage and the Rookery is like night and day. Okay, we made it to bees. I remember these guys have like a line. Yeah, there's the line. I feel like there was a mechanic where you try to bait that line over something. Or maybe it's like you have to soak that, right? Or what was the mechanic here? Oh, I think the mechanic's like try to keep the tank alive.
Your survival wasn't...
What is that mechanic? It's... the tank's just like, I made a mistake. Go again. That's fine. That room's always been bad. Bee Wranglers. Dude. We got a Bee Wrangler. He's just pelting into our tank back here, though. Beezooka. Beezooka. I feel like you want to aim that at bees, right? What is this guy called? Venture Company Honey Harvester.
Gift of power.
This mage is having a rough go at it. Honey Volley. Okay, this is coming my way. I know it slows you, but I cannot remember for the life of me what that does. Or like what you're supposed to do with it, I should say. This dungeon's so fun. I mean, whoever is responsible for figuring out how to flavor the jelly bean / creating new flavors, I know. And then, like, other things too, like whoever makes smells, like how do you make a liquid smell like everything? Like they can literally make it smell like whatever they want, like a peanut butter and jelly. Not just making it smell like a peanut butter but a peanut butter and jelly of all things. Like, it doesn't make sense. We're gonna have to Chiji here. I have the Bizuka on me. Live, tank. I don't have life cocoon. Oh god. The volley is like a must kick there. We might be able to get the tank up. No, he released. We can pair the Bee Wrangler. Keep the mage alive through this. How did the Warlock take the most damage there? That's weird to me. Bestial Wrath. Love it. Love it. Yeah, how they can make things taste and smell like other things, I could never tell you how they do that. Because, like, you smell a candle, and it'll have the most random name. Like, Beehive Tuesday Musk. And you're like, what? Beehive Tuesday Musk? I mean, I'll smell it, because that's weird. I want to see what it smells like. But what does Beehive Tuesday Musk smell like? And then you smell it, and you're like, that's Beehive Tuesday Musk. And they nailed it. And I can't even tell you how they did it, or what this is supposed to smell like, but I know that this is it. Like, this is what Beehive Tuesday Musk smells like.
My power is
Not your power.
Share in it.
It's always so embarrassing when you go to leg sweep the affix and someone's already stunned it. You're just sitting there like leg sweeping.
Only the strongest survive.
Well, I got soul stone there. Oops, don't worry, team. I'm running. I'm sprinting. I was drinking my mana tea, but I feel like my my last Vivify grabbed aggro there. Let's just pop Chiji just for the shield, I guess. Oh god.
And their anger and frustration just makes their honey spicier. Right, Frank? Frank!
I'm out of range.
Should have outplayed that, obviously. Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely got outplayed there by a lot. Oh. Your face on that death was priceless. Okay, I had a funny one the other day. If you go watch the video that I posted this morning, it's my recap of our 2500 push on the Holy Priest. There was one death a lot like that where while I was editing, I was watching it back and I was actually cracking up because it was very similar. Like a death, it was at the beginning of the video too, so you don't have to watch too deep into the video to see it. But I was literally saying, man, I'm having so much fun on Holy Priest. I mean, like as I'm saying that, like as the words are coming out of my mouth, the druid vortexes like an explosion back into me, and I get one shot, and then I'm just like laughing and saying like, I hate this spec. I'm having such a bad time. It was pretty funny. Thank you, Flutie. Thank you. It took a long time to make. Like those take so long to edit. So long to edit, but I'm always so happy with the outcome. Tank, no.
I'm out of range.
Well,
Your survival.
that's a reset if I've ever
wasn't
seen one.
necessary.
But thank you so much, Flutie. Like I said, like they take so much time because it's. Oh, am I alive still? What's going on? This thing just spawned on top of me. This thing literally, the reset thing spawned on top of me, and I can't res. This ad spawned on top of me. I can't res. No joke. Look. The lust reset guy is pinning my lifeless body down. Like what even is this? Let me up. I want to go play. Oh my god. I can't release. Res me. Okay, they can at least res me. Dude, what even is this? This is so stupid. Reload, I'm sure it would probably work, but... Yeah, let's just try getting resed first. Okay, there we go. What on earth? No, I got teabagged. That's so funny. I'm still waiting for the Eat My Affix video. I know, and I was gonna. Was it your quote? The Holy Priest goes sideways, Grandmaster, because that was so good. I just like, I don't know. I edited out the clip of me picking a mount, and I just didn't go with that. But God, that was so good. Whoever's that was. Stand firm. Yeah, touch of death.
Power.
Never scared. Okay. Reload me. Maybe this season we'll make an Eat My Affix, like how to deal with the affix or something. Video. Okay, this, I remember this boss was like an ad boss. Just lightning. Let's get a fly zapper and zap the boss. So so far they're like kiting along the wall. That debuff that they put on you is pretty rough. But yeah, now I remember it's the fluttering wings thing that you're supposed to heal through. Like that's the heal check. Okay, what do these do again?
A gift.
Gotta stay on top of these renewing mists because that's where our tier set comes from. Oh god, we are getting absolutely melted. This boss hurts. We have 6 stacks of that. What even? How did I get those? Can I stun them? Man, that boss means business. What the heck? Okay, what is this debuff? Inflicts a bunch of damage every second and increases their damage taken or something. I feel like it's just like every time those bees hit, they just stack that up. Okay, now we have the debuff. I want to have like some stacks of this so I can read it thoroughly. Okay. Inflicts damage every second. Where's the debuff? And it's slow, so we can remove it with Tiger's Lust? No. Why can you not Tiger's Lust this away? That's weird. Interesting. Very weird debuff. I guess that's what they're doing. Max Raw redeemed to hydrate. I do have actual factual water here, so I'll do a real hydrate, not like a caffeine hydrate. Ooh, okay. I'm pretty sure. So this boss is really funny. They're all like simps for the queen. And they're 4 yes men, but you have to kill one so that they become 3. Like 3 different things. So like yes men, okay boys, and something like that. But you have to kill just one. So you're supposed to focus down one, and then you get to fight the 3 of them. So like they all reset. Like it all resets their health. So you're really supposed to focus one down. You do the same here. We're gonna stay on this guy. Go ahead and Chi-Ji. I don't know if I should have yet. We need to focus one down. We'll touch death, and then you see their health gets reset again. Agree gentleman. Ascent bloke into agree gentleman. Focus the one. We'll crackling jade lightning him for 800k a tick. Ooh, love it. We're still cleaving for some reason. And then he says, a concur, sir. I love the naming in this dungeon, dude. It's so good. But I remember this boss fight means business, so we gotta be careful. Downward trend is his attack. That's so funny. It's just this, like, corporation that we're invading.
You're dealing with the BEO
The BEO. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay, I remember you have to like hide behind these or something. I'm not gonna cheat you on pool. Catch Can's just a frontal on the tank. He can pop those bombs. Whoa!
My
Burning Ricochet, is this where we hide? I'm gonna not hide and see what it does. Let's just... Okay, here I'm supposed to pop these, right? Yeah, and everyone that we pop it shoots out lines. Let it hail. This sounds like I want to hide from it. Right? No, I was supposed to heal! Ah! Why is it that why am I trying to hide from things? Okay, there's my V-Res. Take it, move left. Okay, that's an oopsie on my part. I was just supposed to sit there and heal. Oh! Got clobbered. So are these bombs like about to pop? I've totally forgotten this dungeon. Don't hit me, please. Give her the lightning. Give her more lightning. That boss is kind of crazy. Maybe I'm mixing it up with another boss. You don't have to hide there. But that was my fault. No need to be sorry. It was a great run. I learned.
He's gone. Oh, thank the hive.
That was a fun one. Definitely a fun one. We had a lot to improve, obviously.
Because of you.
A lot to get used to. That wasn't me, but that sounds hilarious. Yeah, so I was looking for a mount to be like my holy priest mount. Like, what mount can I get on where it's like I'm channeling my inner holy priest? Can I take this even though he's left already? No, because I can't go to Stormwind. But I was looking for the holy priest mount, and I found the crab. The crab where you like ride on it sideways. And someone recommended that I title the holy priest episode "The Holy Priest Goes Sideways" or something. And like just put that clip in there at some point, you know. But I did not. Maybe a steed of some sort. I think what we ended on was my flying mount was let's see. My flying mount was the little rabbit. So whatever the rabbit's called. If I can find it. And then I think our ground mount was the Peacekeeper, maybe? That's not it. I think our ground mount was the crab. Our flying mount was whatever the rabbit is. Y'all know what the rabbit is? The water bunny? I don't know. We can look up bunny. But I don't have too many mounts. Rabbit. No. Whatever the rabbit is. It has like carrots on its thing. I feel like it... Ooh. Isn't this mount hard to get? Ashes of Alar? Is that hard to get? Apparently I have it. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It's whatever the bunny was. That was our flying mount. Was it this one? No. I don't know. I'm not really good with mounts. Like the Celestial Steed is like it's a contender for the Holy Priest too. But no. Try Jade. Jade. Probably Jade. Sounds right. Nope. Nothing going. The Legion class mounts are my go-to until I find one that matches my Mog. I don't even know what those look like. Could not tell you. Okay, let's go back into the Rookery. I feel like I need some redemption. I definitely think this build is, as much as I really want Emperor's Favor, I feel like you would have to swap to Conduit to make it viable, and I just don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. Okay. Uncum? I think you put a space there, so let me type it for you. I don't think there should be a space. Here you go. And then you said the Jade. Yes, that one. That one. I don't have it on the PTR for some reason, but I do have it on live, and it is that one. That little rabbit. You're right. That was our Holy Priest rabbit. Okay, let's do this next dungeon. Let me change my key. We want to go to... We'll do a 6 again. 6 seems like it's scaled really weirdly, like kind of hard, if I'm being honest, but we'll do it anyways. So back to the Rookery. Start a group. Get this thing going. Yeah, for some reason it didn't import onto the PTR for some reason. I said for some reason twice there, so you got a third time. Now you get a new snake with a 6-month subscription. Interesting. I don't even know what kind of sub I have. I think I have the year one. Like I went to my wife. I was like, "Hey, let's commit. We can save like $12 if I get the year thing." And it's my job, you know. Like, come on. Interesting. A new snake. Very weird. I wish these guys would push me. They don't. I'm gonna look at our trinket. Because this trinket was really impressive on Raid. But in Mythic Plus, it's doing 2.7% of our healing. I don't think that's gonna make it. I don't think that's gonna be quite good enough in Mythic Plus. I feel like a general stat stick would just be better. I mean, I feel like Eye of Kazan's going to be pretty solid because it gives us base mastery, which is okay. However, we're going to amp up our intellect as long as we're in combat, which we're in combat, you know? Yo, just starting the test. I'm pretty new in the testing phase. Trezreal, I have a lot to go, like a lot of things to test. How does Holy Priest feel? Right now, I'm waiting until at least this next Tuesday because right now Holy Priest is bugged. And I posted a video on it last week, and a lot of people were like, "Hey, you know, just understand it's bugged." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, it is. I see now that it's bugged." But Trail of Light currently is healing all 5 allies instead of just the one that it's supposed to. So it's hard to get a read. 2% is pretty standard for passive trinkets. I agree. It's not like it's not horrible, it's not great. The thing is, like, in Mythic Plus, in order for you to want to take a purely healing passive trinket, you would want it to give you a lot more. Like, this is standard, but notice how, like, we never play the standard healing trinkets in Mythic Plus. We would need it to do a lot more. I feel like you would just rather have another stat stick, like a passive stat stick. Like an on-use stat stick and a passive, or like an on-use like shield or something. I guess we can go to the Trinketeer and see what they got. Also, how is the audio? Am I quiet? When I turn my head, is it like way too quiet? Let me know, because I'm trying a new mic position because I heard my P's were very poppy when I was listening back to my recent VODs for some reason. I don't know what changed, but I feel like moving my mic back is just going to be a better fix for the short term. Audio's good? Okay. Whew. It's always so stressful when you stream because, like, you can't hear yourself. So it's like, oh man, I hope everything sounds good. Sounds fine here? Oh, that's so good to hear. Very good. Thank you guys for the feedback. I appreciate it. Ooh, I loved this trinket. I kind of want to use this one. So how it works is you send a bike, an exploding bike, to just like yeet straight in, and it just blows up on impact. So I want to try this one instead of soul-letting Ruby. We have to wait 30 seconds, but I want to show you guys. This trinket was really fun to use. Really fun to use. Whoa! What the heck? What just happened? We just got like 20 first time chats that says, yes, I have the shits pretty bad. What on earth just happened? Can y'all see that, or is that just on my end? What on earth? I've never seen that. Like, so many people. You don't see it? What is going on? Can y'all see the chat? Oh, someone's testing their bot farm on me? Oh, yikes. I've never seen this before. Y'all saw it? I've literally never seen this before. Yeah, this is next level chatter botting. I've legitimately never seen this before. And my uncle... Yes, they see the chat, Aaron, they said. Who is this? Who's doing this? I'm trying to see if I recognize a name in there. What is going on? It looks like Orkun's... no? It's new chatters each time. I would appreciate just ignore them. I don't know who to ignore, though, is the thing. They're all in the same instant. This is gonna ruin Twitch if they don't have a way to stop it. Do I, like, I feel like, do I just ban everyone? Or, like, I don't know. And then they all just followed me, too. I don't want my account to get banned. I didn't ask for this. What the heck? You might just have to ban them all? Okay, I guess I'll go through one by one and ban them. This is making me scared. I don't want my account to get banned. Okay, I'll ban them all, but what the heck? That's scary. You have a mod to delete it? I don't. I don't think any of my mods are on right now. Banning won't help. Oh god, please don't get me banned. What do I do? Take the chat off the video. Yeah, that's a good step one. Like, don't have text scroll on your screen. Yeah, shut off the chat. Ugh. Set up Siri bot. It'll prevent hate raids. I don't want 5K followers. Oh god, is this gonna get me, like, banned or something? I don't want the fake followers. They're not viewers, just chatters. Okay, let me see if I can figure that out, Flutie. That's a good idea. So for those on YouTube, my Twitch is currently being... Apparently it's something called hate rated. I'm getting griefed. I hope it's very obvious that I have no idea what's going on right now. There is one fact, the guy behind this... I mean, maybe it's someone trying to do something nice, but like... Well, the thing is, Brother Bears, they all just followed me. Like, every bot just followed me. I just hope it doesn't make things look suspicious in the stream, you know? Oh no, that would be like the worst case scenario. What's up, Prez House? We're currently getting, like, weirdly rated. I thought it was an actual raid, then I saw that every chat was the same thing. And I was like, what is going on here? Oh, my mouth is, like, dry all of a sudden? Like, that's scary. Oh my god. How many followers did they say they just did? Sounds sus to me. If it's happening to you, it's happening to others. Surely Twitch is aware of it. True. True. Maybe it's someone. So every time that someone joins my chat and says, like, you know, free views at soandso.com, I always ban the person. So maybe it's one of those people? No. No idea. I'm scared. I hope so. Thank you guys for like talking me through this, because like it's stressful, especially like where you're the stage that I'm at right now is like a very like I'm in a very financially risky spot doing YouTube full time at this small of a channel. So it's like if you know if one card gets pulled from the bottom of the house of cards, like it all falls down, you know. So if Twitch gets banned, if my Twitch account gets banned for something that I had nothing to do with, I'm like, oh, that's so devastating, so devastating. It's been a while since we've seen one of those. So you've seen that before, Brother Bear? I've never seen that. Like legit, never seen something like that. At Christopher Mistweaver is #1 in our hearts. Mistweaver #1 currently. Not yeah, in our hearts for sure. For sure. No, we didn't push our Mistweaver this season. I definitely want to push my monk a bunch next season, though. I mean, if you don't set up the bot, you won't be able to overcome this. The spam chats? Oh, okay, so that's been a thing. Very weird. We just gotta move on. Okay, we're still waiting on someone to join our group. Are you recording your VODs anywhere else? Maybe good to have this stream for evidence somewhere, not just Twitch in case. They're posted on my YouTube. I can make sure that my VODs are all saved on YouTube. Really quick. Content, lives. Yeah, all my VODs are posted on YouTube as well. Which is good. Oh, goodness. That was scary. I'd be wary of retaining these VODs public, though, LB, with the chat getting shown on your video. Because that's you publishing it. Yeah, I mean, they didn't say anything, like, super heinous. But you are right. I definitely need to be more careful. But the thing is, it's so, like, commonplace to have chat on your screen. I do have a couple of, like, blacklisted words. But yeah. But I see what you mean, Flutie. It's just like I don't know, do I remove chat from screen? That to me, oh, that's so devastating. And that's letting them like ruin our fun, you know? Like we're letting them win. But yeah, you are right there. Oh, I see what you mean, Christopher. Is Mistweaver the #1 healer? Okay. I don't think so anymore. They did like rework something that was making us very strong on PTR. And it doesn't appear, at least in my testing, that it's as good as it was before by a lot. It is very good though. Don't get me wrong. It's better than it was last season. It's just not as broken as it was at the beginning of this PTR cycle. Now, I just think for now, until you get good bot protection, true. So Siri bot. I have MooBot, but MooBot doesn't really do much. Friendly Twitch bot that protects your stream from hate raids, bots, and spam. Plus, okay. Okay. I appreciate you guys so much, by the way. So much, because I have no idea how to navigate these things. You know, it's my first time seeing this, so it's just hard for me to know how to handle it. And I appreciate y'all for talking me down because I was getting very anxious there, and then also helping me out through it, you know. Oh, that was weird. And then they said banning won't help, trying to scare me more. That didn't scare me really, but I banned like literally one of the few channels, and that kind of did the trick. Or at least they went away. It says possible ban of Vader. Very weird stuff happening today. Gonna be just fine. I appreciate you that. I appreciate you. Yeah, you're good, man. I appreciate you guys. Whew. Maybe he was legitimately trying to help your channel. Last thing he said was enjoy the followers. Definitely sus. That's what I'm thinking, but the whole like banning won't help makes me think it was someone that has something against me or something. Was trying to scare me, you know. I don't know. That's just cringe behavior. Like imagine being an adult sitting in your room and like doing that to like a small streamer. Like to me that's just like cringe behavior. I mean, it could have been someone actually trying to help, but like every time someone pops up and says like get free viewers here and stuff, I always ban them and like say it. Like I say like no, and like I say hold on, let me ban this guy. So like I feel like I've kind of made it very clear that that's not what we're looking for, you know. Oh no, very sus. At first I thought we were getting raided, like a positive raid. But nope, kind of the opposite. Where the tank's at though? I want to defeat the eagle and make it downstairs. Looking for tank. Let's link our key. I mean, luckily I have the VOD, so if anything ever happens, I can just like send in this VOD, but I really hope nothing happens, especially now as this next season's coming out. Like, you know, the thing about being a streamer for WoW or a content creator even is that like, you know, you're kind of living not paycheck to paycheck. That's you're living season to season, so you kind of like rely on the hype of the new season to kind of like get you through the downtime, if that makes sense. So like if this happens like now, that would be like totally devastating. Um that's why I'm like even more stressed out, you know. But we'll be fine. We will be fine. We'll get the bot set up, prevent that from happening again. But we're still waiting on a tank. I want to go to the Rookery. I will accept any tank at this point. The Rookery. That's downstairs, right? No. Oh, it's right over here. Oh, it's this one over here. That's right. Because when I thought I was going to the Meadery, we were actually at the Rookery. Guess we can put it in the title. Hey, Corrington actually subscribed on YouTube. I appreciate you. If you're watching the stream, probably just watching a video, but appreciate you nonetheless. Oh, I just need to get into a dungeon and shake that off, 'cause that was weird. Whoa, did my Expel Harm extend my Enveloping Mist there? No, it must have been a Misty Peaks proc. I was like, what? What on earth? Where the tank's at? Need a tank. Someone to just take all the hits for me. Anyone. I'm gonna conquer this dungeon. This dungeon is so pretty though. Like the art is cool. I feel like this dungeon alone, like the theme of this dungeon makes the art from The War Within really pretty. Okay, Edward TV, I know you're I know this name at least. Thank you so much for all the support. Jesus. 5 gifted. Oh man. Thank you so much, Edward. One of the top supporters of the channel, if not the top. I'm pretty sure now. Are you #1 on the gifted leaderboards? At least on the weekly. But the GOAT is always here to support. I appreciate you, Edward. See, now these notifications are putting me at ease, whereas the other ones were stressing me out, man. But congrats to Pikairu Pie-Monk. Hey, Pie-Monk's here. What's up, Pie-Monk? Scrototem's here too. Scrototem and Pie-Monk, 2 people that have Pie-Monk raided us one time, and then Scrototem we played with a couple days ago and also streamed. So shout out to them. Emilio, Just Myers. What's up, guys? I love presents. Welcome in, Pie-Monk. Hopefully you're doing well. That's funny. I love like when someone gets gifted to stuff and I'm like, aha, I see you. Not trying to call you out or anything. No tanks. Blizzard needs to make some adjustments or game's gonna die. I mean, yeah, can't deny that. Thanks, and hey, hopefully you're doing well, Pie-Monk. You can also set chat to members/subscribers only if you really want to chat, want chat on your video. At least then, if they do it again, you're taking their money. Yeah, but I'm not that kind of guy. Because yeah, that does make sense to the negative people, but to the positive people, I don't want to think of it that way. Like, haha, I'm taking your money. You know, like that to me is not good either. Maybe we just go without chat on our screen, I guess. Which is unfortunate. I guess if you want to have... How about this? If you want to see the dirt that Twitch and YouTube, you guys, each chat is throwing toward each other, you're going to have both chats open. So maybe that's an incentive to have both streams open. How about that? That to me is like a free way to monitor it, Grandmaster. You're not making anyone have to pay to chat in my chat. To me seems fair. But Edward, hopefully you're doing good. Hang in there, buddy. Don't stress over this stuff. I appreciate you, dude. I'll hang in there. I'll talk to my wife about it, and I'll get that bot set up, and I'll be chilling and rocking and rolling, so we're good. I'm glad it happened now and not like right once the season came out, because that would have stressed me out a ton.
Thank the Titans you are here. The Storm Perch has been breached, and the Storm Riders corrupted.
Alright. We need a tank to join, like, today. We've tried everything. I've posted in global chat and the PTR test chat. I think tanks just don't exist for tank. But also, I feel like everyone's doing the what's it called? The raid. Because this group's also looking for a tank. You're downloading the PTR now. If you don't have a tank by the time it's done, I'll do it. I'm at 70%. Oh god. See, but there's a lot of stuff you'd have to set up on PTR to make it look like your normal client. It'd take me a while to set up. It would probably take you a while. You'd want your UI all set up nice and stuff, have to import everything. You also have to like go on CurseForge and go to the PTR drop down and download some different stuff and like all of your add-ons and stuff. It is annoying. Don't worry about it, Truzrilla. Maybe on the next stream we'll blast some keys together for sure. How hard do these guys hit on Mythic 0? $38 million health. Does he one-shot me? Oh. Get me 1v1 these guys. Oh, we're doing like 4 damage to these guys. That's some damage though. Oh, Edward. Edward with a targeted gifted sub at Truzrilla. I love this community, guys. Thank you for the gifted, and also congrats on Truzrilla for the gifted. Edward just popping off, though. I wish I could see my leaderboard, because you've got to be #1 now. Like, there's no shot you're not. Hey, shout out, Edward. Oh, I was suggesting it as a band-aid for today, yeah. I feel like the band-aid was just removing chat from the screen. That way they couldn't say anything, like, too crazy. They did say some weird things, but didn't say anything, like, that would get me canceled, you know? But... I don't know why, but that face... Is that Charlie Day or no? That's some streamer, right? I don't know. I don't know who that is. No, it's definitely not Charlie Day, but every time I see it, it reminds me of Charlie from It's Always Sunny. It's a show I've never watched, but my friends are always telling me that it would be like, if I watched it, it would be my favorite show. And that face always just reminds me of him for some reason. But more so like his character on the movie Horrible Bosses, if y'all have ever seen that. It reminds me more of that character, which is kind of the same character, but... Well, it's looking like there's like no tanks online right now, which is kind of crappy. Hey! There's a tank. They exist. Now we need a DPS. Oh, he joined as a DPS. No. There we go. Whew. I'm debating if I should have posted the if y'all were here the other day on stream, I think it was last Friday. I was saying like, oh, I was doing this. I was just testing PTR raid healing. And I was saying like, oh, like I could go do Plunder Storm right now. I was like, I'm actually kind of good at Plunder Storm. And then like some of you guys were like, yeah, do it. Like play Plunder Storm. And I won my first game, like this whole season. I just loaded it up, won my first game, and I was killing people left and right. I was debating on if I should post that as a video, like maybe edit it, like make the title like proving that healers are the best plunder stormers or whatever. Like healers are the best plunderers. Here's the proof or something, you know, something like that. Just like clearly a joke, but you know you can't disprove it. But no, I debated against it because I feel like, I don't know, the people who want to watch Plunderstorms are all watching like the PvP players do it, you know? So it's a shame though, because I really like Plunderstorm. Do it? I mean, like, it's, the VOD is still up, but I just don't think posting it as a video would be good, you know? Alright, we are finally 5-manned. About time. I was starting to age. Man, you know what talent I really miss? I miss Refreshing Jade Wind. I was a fan. I hate to be the only fan of this talent on the whole planet, but I was a fan. One of my favorite talents. That was like my favorite iteration of Mistweaver. Was Refreshing Jade Wind, Fallen Order Monks. Alright, we're just waiting on people to get here. Alright, hopefully this group doesn't disband after like one pool. Because it definitely has the all the makings of that happening. I am so excited for season 2 to come out though. I feel like it's just an exciting time for a healer. And honestly, like I love when new seasons start because there's so much like to learn about the dungeon pool, like so many mechanics just all thrown at you all at once. And I feel like from what I've seen in the raid, like some of the bosses have some really fun and like unique mechanics. Some of it seems like clearly overtuned and stuff, but still, I think it's going to be a really fun, like mimicky raid. It's going to be so fun. I agree. I think this season is going to be just a good time. Okay, the warlock's coming. They went to the wrong dungeon. Should get ready to go here in just a second. Keep in mind, guys, we are here to learn and test. So let's blast, but we are chilling if takes are. And yeah, the other 4 are next. I feel like they're doing these 4 and then the other 4 next week, right? Didn't they say that? Here. Okay, we remember the one mechanic that we saw, or I guess the 2 are, hey, don't stand in bad stuff, which we can do that. And number 2, don't stand in bad stuff. So it's like, I feel like we're fine. As long as we don't stand in bad, we should be good. You got... Let's do this thing. Finally, we're playing World of Warcraft. It's been so long. Yeah, see, this dungeon's only 30 minutes. I feel like you get so much percent early on, though.
5, 4, 3,
Like, that's what I'm excited
2,
to see is
1.
how quickly you do this dungeon. Because it feels like super fast. Let's get our Chi-Ji wings going.
Thank the Titans you are here. The Storm Perch has been breached, and the Storm Riders corrupted.
Alright, what's this first pool supposed to look like? Lust? Okay. Oof.
I'm out of range.
There's so much damage. Ah, we get shotgun blasted. Okay, so apparently you can't kick those. That's weird. Can you not damage them either?
Your survival wasn't necessary.
Are they supposed to be immune? What am I missing here? Am I crazy? Is that supposed to happen? That's supposed to happen? I was like, okay, I need to go kick that guy. And then I ran over and kicked him. Nothing happened. So, okay, maybe his lightning bolt cast can't be kicked. No, he was just like bugged or something. Surely that wasn't like a mechanic. Like maybe we let like a certain cast go off that made them immune or something. Already we have someone offline. It's just, oh, people. Dude, crackling Jade Lightning, sick.
What is that orb? It's radiating dark energy, and it's...
We're all so polite. We all went to the back.
While you go to the roosts, I will distract them here. We can link...
Very weird. I guess, yeah, we should report that, right? It wasn't the quartermaster. Yeah, this guy rage quit already. Alright, let's crank.
The title, the glory, it should have been mine, Pilgrim. You'll never deserve to be Stormward.
I want to get more reps with what's it called? Jade Bond, but I just feel like, man, after seeing it last week and what it could do if it were how it was, it's just, it's so gutted now, like in its current state.
Share in it.
I'm out of range.
Already rage quitting though, over like what looked like a bug, unless there's something that I'm missing. Because, you know, sometimes like a mob will get a cast off and then it's like, okay, now I'm immune for like a couple seconds or something. But I don't think that mob has anything like that. I think they're just like lightning bolt spammers. Like that one guy in that meme, like lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. I like how on the PTR, for some reason, it shows me the dot duration of our aspect of harmony. I don't have that set up on live for some reason. I need to fix that. I like that. Ooh.
My power is transcendent.
Ow!
Only the
Holy!
strongest
You can tell also I don't have it
survive.
set up on my plater to see where all those casts are going. That is a big thing that I have set up on live, where
I'm out of range.
I can see who every cast is targeting. And I probably should go in and change it now, but that's such an important piece of information to have set up as a healer. The problem is, where is it? Cast bar, maybe? Show target name. We can try that. I think that's what it is. But now we should be able to see who they are. You guys wanna replace? Let's see if they want to swap him out. Yeah, I don't know what people treat PTR so weirdly. You nearly left the screen zone because of hunched. I'm all the way down here. You're right. To be fair, I'm not like too hunched. I just have my chair like set up weird. No, but I wasn't like gamer hunched too bad. It looked really bad on my camera, but it was mostly just how my chair was set up. Okay, it looks like we're gonna replace this guy. Pick him and relist as a 6. But you're right. You redeeming those posture checks, you spamming it. That's my bad. I didn't see it. That's funny though. And plus toxicity carries over to the PTR. I see. Well, I feel like it's worse here if I'm being real. People just there's nothing stopping you from leaving here, you know? Because also people will change the name of their characters on the PTR so that there's no way to like trace it back to who they are on live, you know? Which is pretty cringe.
Wasn't necessary.
Hey, what's up, Dragon Redux? Hey, it's been a while. Dragon Redux. As I said that name, I was like, wait, I've said that before. It has been a minute. How are you doing? Good to see you. Oh. No. Okay, so the group is disbanding. Saying they're dinner in 25 text. Dang, LOL, GG. Unfortunate, dude. People rage quitting on PTR is like shocking. Actually shocking. Is there a group that needs a healer? Find a group. There isn't. Oh, man. That's so cringe. People like die once. That was even a bug. Like, it was a bug that killed us. And still. We can list if a tank doesn't queue up in like a second, because it's close to dinner time for me too. That is cringe. This guy's name is Whiskers. Oh, but they're a balanced druid. Chickens don't have whiskers unless they do. I don't think they do. I don't think they do they? No, it's this person. They should be playing Feral. Oh man. Leaving on PTR though. Crazy. Okay. Bug report. In the Rookery, on the first pool down the stairs, we killed all but 2 of the lightning bolt casters. They stopped taking damage, were immune until we wiped. That should be enough information. It's looking like we're not going to get another tank quickly. And I do need to go set up the bot, do some things tonight. Got to edit some stuff together. I will be testing more Mistweaver as the weeks come out. You know, like tomorrow, they're probably going to announce a couple more changes coming to PTR Mistweaver and to all the other healers. So stay tuned for all of that. I have a lot of PTR testing that we're going to start doing here in the next few weeks. So I'm excited. Got a lot of dungeon testing too. If it was a tank, I was like, no, but guys, I am going to go ahead and dip. It was a fun stream today. It was kind of stressful, but it was fun. We just clowned around on the PTR, got more familiar with some of the mechanics in at least the Cinderbrew Meadery, whatever it's called. Next on my list is the Rookery. I really want to master these dungeons before they hit live. But we got a long way to go. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today. It was a really fun stream. I loved our chats and talking and hanging out. So I appreciate y'all for sticking with me. And hopefully y'all had a good weekend and have a very positive and healthy and eat good food this week as we go in. But I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Also, if you have not seen the most recent episode of my series, the All Healers to 2500 series, I did just post episode 9 today. It's the Holy Priest episode. I think it's the best one I've made yet. Like I was laughing watching it. 'Cause there were some pretty funny moments in there, but go check that out. Flutie, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Trozrilla, you as well. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Go check out my video that was posted today if you're looking for some more of my ugly mug. But I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.